Hi everyone, Mr. Shirk here. Today in this video, I'm going to walk you through how to record yourself for Shake the Papaya Down. You can see I have some directions open here. I'm going to walk you through these directions. As we go through the directions, I am going to also show you some things on the screen so that you'll see how to set up your screen and you'll see exactly what your screen should look like or could look like when you do the recording. And then at the very end, I'm going to put on just a small bit where you'll see I actually set up a recording space, so you'll see exactly what it looks like. Um, but here we go. So step one is gathering what you will need. You'll need your computer. Your school computer will do just fine, your Chromebook, but you can use another computer if you have something at home. You'll need a smartphone if you're recording on a smartphone device. If you do not have a smartphone or you don't want to use a smartphone, you can just do it with your computer. So the smartphone is optional. You will need headphones and you will need a quiet space so that you don't have background noises coming in your recording. So you'll need to gather those things together. You'll want to plug in your headphones right away so that as you're practicing and getting ready, you're making sure that the headphones are working and all the sound is doing what it's supposed to do. Step two is making sure that you have something to record with. So that's making sure you have an app. If you're using a phone, you can use iPhone voice memo. You can use a voice recorder on Android. There are lots of free ones. Easy Voice Recorder is a free one. If you're choosing to just use your laptop, which is a perfectly great option, you'll use the website vocaroo.com. Vocaroo.com looks something like this. I actually have a previous file here I'm going to delete. So Vocaroo actually looks like this when you go to the website. It has just a button for recording your voice. When you open it, you will want to hit the button, record something quickly, just to test that your microphone is on and working, and then you can delete that first one, that quick one, just like I'm doing there, and then you're ready to go for making your submission recording. If we go back to the directions, step three is to open Google Classroom and then open the song Shake the Papaya Down. You'll want to open the file that looks something like this. So this one is the Copper Beach Willow Hill version for part one. So if you go to Copper Beach or Willow Hill, yours will look like that. The second part for McKinley and Rydell students looks a little different. It looks like this, but you still have the recording here. And then the third part, if you are a Highland, Overlook, or Roslyn student, yours is going to look like this, slightly different, but again, it still has the audio. So you'll want to open that window as well on your computer. If you're recording with a phone, you'll only need that window open. If you're recording with your computer, you will need Vocaroo as well. So the next step here, it says, and this is important, practice a few times. So before you make your recording, go back to your screen with the words, with the sound, click on the recording, listen the whole way through a few times, sing through it at least one time before you make your recording so you get a practice round in, you know that your voice is ready to go, you know that you're singing clearly and you're giving it your very best shot. Make sure you're sitting up or standing up as well. So when you're finally ready to record, if you're using your phone, it's very simple. You will press record on your phone, then you will come to your screen and press play on the music. And when when the song starts, you sing along, record the entire song all the way to the end. Then you'll want to stop your phone first. Okay? So when the song ends, you don't need to worry about stopping the song. The music will stop on its own in the Google slide. You'll want to make sure you're stopping the recording on your phone. If you're using Vocaroo, I'm going to show you some tips on how to set up your screen. So if you're using Vocaroo, you'll want to have your word screen here on one side, and you can resize it so that it fills up about 2/3 of your screen. Vocaroo over here can be made pretty small, so you can put that on the side. And then when you're ready, I recommend doing this, going up to present mode if you're recording on your computer, and clicking the arrow instead of clicking the word present, and then opening presenter view. That'll give you this window, which you can get out of the way, you can close it, but then it will make the words a little bit bigger so they're easier to see when you record. If you're recording on your computer, again, you'll hit the record button first, then you'll come over here to hit play. You'll record yourself singing all the way to the end, and then you'll press stop. All right, so we have recorded on our computer, we stopped on our phone, we talked about recording and we stopped. What do we do after we've finished? First thing is listen to the recording and make sure that it sounds right to you. So listen to yourself. Here, let me highlight it. Listen to yourself all the way through. Make sure that it sounds right, that there aren't any weird noises or anything that has happened. Once you are pleased that you've made a good recording, the next step is to save it. So if you're using your phone, you'll want to save it on your phone with a file name that has your school first and then your last name after a slash. So the example is Copper Beach / Walker. If I did it, my school would either be Willow Hill or McKinley. Those are the schools where I teach. And then my last name is Shirk, so that's what I put. If you're using Vocaroo, here's what you will do. On your screen, we stopped our recording, remember? Then I'm going to click Save and Share so I can listen to it. I can make sure I like the way it sounds, and then I click Save and Share, and I come to this window. I'll get this screen. I want to copy this URL, so you can actually click the button here to copy it, and then I have my URL. So I've either saved on Vocaroo or I've saved on my phone. The final step is sending it in Google Classroom. So if you're using a phone and your recording is on your phone, you can simply open the app and send that recording directly to your teacher in the assignment for Shake the Papaya Down. If you're using Vocaroo, you'll go do the same thing. You'll open Google Classroom, open up the assignment for Shake the Papaya Down, but instead of adding the file and uploading your file, you'll just simply put your URL and then you send that to your teacher. And then they'll be able to come back and open up your recording. Hi folks, Mr. Shirk here. Before I let you go, I just wanted to remind you about how to actually set up your computer if you're using a phone or if not, to make sure that you're doing things correctly. So if you're recording just with a computer, you want to make sure your headphones are plugged into the computer and then of course put them on as you listen and practice and when you make your recording. If you're using a phone, you're still going to set up your computer with the headphones plugged in. You're going to then just have your phone separate. So just to be clear, your headphones are going into your computer when you're doing this, not into your phone. Thank you so much, and best of luck making your recording.